Hi, Nomi.
我来啦，
你会说英文吗？
我会说普通话，而且有
Nomi is still studying English. We're here in beautiful Beijing, China, and today we're going to talk about NIO, which is a startup for electric vehicles in China. This is the ET5. Now, a lot of people, when they look at Chinese goods and things sold from China, they think maybe the quality isn't that great. This is a luxury car. You got to remember the iPhone, Armani, Burberry, and Prada, all manufactured in China, all luxury brands, all things that people consider to be luxurious. So we're going to take this car for a test drive. We're going to take it out, give it a review, talk about all the features and everything about this car and see just how far Chinese manufacturers have come and see if this fits the standard for international luxury, which is, of course, an unforgiving standard. Let's talk about 3 things I like, 3 things I don't like. If you guys like our videos, please don't forget to hit that like button. The first thing that really stands out is when you're driving this car, it feels good to drive. It accelerates well, it handles well, it brakes well, the ride is nice and smooth. When you're turning, it doesn't float back and forth. And I think that's really the biggest and most important thing about a luxury car is, does it feel good to drive? The second thing is, how does it feel as far as luxury goes? And that's something that it has a very luxurious feel. So the steering wheel has stitched leather, the seats are very comfortable, the inside does not feel like cheap plastic. Everything has a very solid and a very good feel to it. The layout of everything in here is just really beautiful, really nice, really just an amazing bit of manufacturing where they were able to put this together in such a way that it has that luxury feel to it. The third thing that I really like is also something that is kind of a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is all the settings and everything that you need to change are right here in the interface. It's easy to find, it's easy to use, it's intuitive. I like that. It's a bad thing in that, you know, you have to press on a screen to change things. And that can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. There's a bit of a learning curve on it. The visibility on this car is a little terrifying at times. There are blind spots. If I look back here, I look in the mirror, I look back to check my blind spot. It's a little hard to see things from that blind spot. The rear view visibility is also a little low. You can definitely see out of the rear view, but the back of the car is quite high. So that means when you look out, you're missing your field of view is very low. So that is a little bit of a downside. Now, the third downside is back of the seats, it's sporty. It's got wings on it. If you're a bigger person, then those wings are not gonna fit your back and they will definitely not be that comfortable. But for me, it's just there, it fits, the seat feels comfortable for me. This is the ET5. This is NIO's cheapest electric vehicle, coming in at 328,000 yuan. That's the 75 kilowatt battery version. That gets about 560 kilometers or 347 mile range. This is the cheapest version, but it has all of NIO's luxury features, which we are going to talk about later. For the engine, there is a 150 kilowatt induction motor in the front and a 210 kilowatt permanent magnet motor at the rear. That's going to make a total of 480 maximum horsepower with the 75 watt battery. There is also a 100 kilowatt battery with a little bit longer range. For the acceleration, we're talking 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 4 seconds. That's 0 to 60 in 4 seconds as well. Now going from 60 to 0 or 100 kilometers to 0, that is going to be done in 33.8 meters or 100 feet. So not too bad there either. The battery type is a lithium iron phosphate battery. So one thing I will say I do really like about this is a frameless window. So every time you open the door, it goes down just a little. And then these doors, all you got to do, just lightly close that and it shuts itself, rolls the window up. Just beautiful. So let's talk about some of the luxury features. Of course, the key is going to be one of the most important ones. This is something you're going to use all the time. I'm wearing gloves right now. It's cold out. You can unlock it just like that. You'll see the door handle pops open. No problem at all using the key in the cold, which is nice. So here you go. We'll open it. And this is a feature I really like. You just put your hand right here. The door opens itself. How amazing. Now, if I want to shut the door softly and it closes itself. That's great. I lock it, the door handles retract. Perfect. So the interior definitely has a luxurious feel. There is a 12.8-inch AMOLED screen. Another feature is NIO. This is the assistant that helps you with things in your car. It can roll down the windows, it can change your navigation, tell you where you want to go, and it also can turn on and off your music and do lots of other things. NIO has a lot of features for the autonomous driving. That includes 1 LiDAR, 11 cameras, 5mm wave radars, 12 ultrasonic sensors. Now, all of these are going to help you when you're driving and especially for autonomous driving. So one of the things that of course we know you're going to want is a good sound system. And NIO has their own proprietary sound system in this vehicle, and it sounds great. Overall, this is a car I would definitely buy. You do have to live in a country like China or Norway or Germany. So definitely something I would consider. China is an extremely competitive country when it comes to driving cars. It has a growing economy, but money is money, and thrifty customers are looking for a lot of features when they're spending money in the luxury range. This car has a ton of those features, looks good, feels good, and you know, it has all of that without really breaking the bank. The range on the battery is really good. So overall, I would give this a good recommendation.